4, 3.
Call to me, lands far away.
Elves have forests to protect.
We need to build a wall.
Dwarfs their mines. Men their fields of grain. But we Harfoots have each other.
For I must now wander this wandering day.
We're safe.
You have fought long enough, Galadriel.
No.
Put up your sword.
The enemy is still out there. The question now is where?
It is over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Darkness will march over the face of the earth. It will be the end, not just of our people, but all peoples.
Everyone!
I am sorry, but their time has come.
The past is with us all. The past is dead. We either move forward or we die with it.
This could be the beginning of a new era.
Away I must wander this wandering day.
To him finally being lionized in the prime and his prime. Fuck.
Do it!
Shit.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Luke went from being, oh no. Welcome, Slayer Nation. I have some great news for you today. I hope you're all doing great. Nope, that didn't work. One more.
You have failed me for the last time.
Welcome, Slayer Nation. I hope.
If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
That is eating away at what you love in order for it to shine. And one man's vision is, sometimes you don't have to make things better for them to be great again. You merely have to okay. Hollywood continues to slow boil the culture and crazy. Well, right now, Spider-Man actor Andrew Garfield has stepped up and he's fighting motherfucker.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
And unbearded dwarves, but Prime didn't stop there. They stapled in intersectionality, individuality, biddiga-dig-bee, biddiga-dig-boo.
So it begins.
At my signal, unleash hell.
the Giant Slayer.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving. And welcome, I guess, I don't know what to call this, to SlayersGiving. You know, an all-you-can-eat sleigh buffet. Welcome, everyone. Chris de Dios, I see you're here. Yash, what's going on? RK is in the house, the king of the mods. Always good to see him. And Nick the Greek, Yasu Filemu. Yeah, that's a good idea to put bloopers together. I have a few bloopers, let me tell you, where I go off and curse in Greek for a little while. But it's good to be back. I thought we would, do something, just to get together. I was like, what are we going to talk about? You really don't want to harp on negative news. Negative news exists all day, every day. But really, how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Hey, how you doing, Jaffo? It's great to see you here. Metal Mugen. Beautiful. John Phillips. Giggity. Richard Waring. Easy Gamer. Carrie D. Christine Childress. Penny. All of you. It's great to be here. It's great to be here tonight. I mean, it's been a really great Thanksgiving. Last night was a little bit crazy, but today was pretty good. I just realized, though, it's like sometimes your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Tomorrow, of course, like everybody else, I'm getting back on my diet. Seriously. I've lost 40 pounds. I have 45 more to go. So tomorrow, push it through. I'm not going to wait till the New Year's. Everybody waits till New Year's and they take the New Year's resolution and they screw it up. I'm like, nope. Tomorrow, we get right back on board. Hey, Toxic Waltz. Good to have you here. Man of War. 665, Neighbor of the Beast. Love it. So did y'all have a great day? I hope you did. I put up a poll. Yes, I finally figured out how to do the polls. It was such a silly, stupid thing that when I figured it out, I felt like I was retarded. I'm like, this is how easy it was. Wow! Mouse World, you didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. Mouse World 666 gifted 5 George Giant Slayer memberships. What a beautiful thing. I have to tell you, when you gift those things, I mean, it means the world to me. I mean, it does. It means that when we have our membership stream this Saturday, it's going to be a lot of people in there, and I love it. Because our last membership stream last Wednesday, it was packed. We had a full house, so many great members jumping on the panel. And now that we're going to be starting something new, Jaffo also joins in when I'm going to be doing this new thing. So if you have something that you're passionate about, something that you have an expertise in, when we address a subject, I want to actually not wait for the member stream. I want to bring you in for a couple of minutes on the panel that we're having, whether it's Wednesday, Monday, and pretty soon I'm going to be adding a Friday or Sunday, because what's better? I mean, you're doing something that you love, or it's a hobby, project, or work. You have that knowledge, skill, passion, and love for it. I want to hear from you. It's, we can't always get every single expert on the planet, but I'm like, wait a minute, you're right there. All right, Mouse World 666, bless you, my friend. This is for you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Please go thank Mouse World. And then we got Jaffo. Jaffo just became a YouTube member with Georgia Giant Slayer. Thank you so much, Jaffo. That's a beautiful thing. I'm going to make some special music for each type of gifted member and people who become members. I think it's great. Thank you, Jaffo. I can't whistle to save my life. You got people who can put their fingers in their mouth and whistle. Yeah. If that was up to me, not going to happen. I could grab somebody else and have them do the whistle, but me, no chance. And then we have Nick the Greek for $5. I'm having my family Thanksgiving tomorrow, but I enjoyed some turkey with my dog today and watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Like minds think alike. I watched it early this morning. I love it. It's like the thing you do on Christmas. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Classic. Of course, it's like on Christmas, I always watch a Christmas Story followed by It's a Wonderful Life. Just have to. And every once in a while, I know you're going to give me shit for this, I still watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I love it. And every about 5 years or so, Frosty the Snowman. Okay, well, I admitted it. Let's move on. But last night, I do not eat fast food. It's just, I had a lot of it growing up. Not growing up. I told you, my mom gave me all the healthy food. When I was about 20, I started eating fast food like crazy. It's like a switch flipped. Everything that I couldn't have as a kid is like, yep, now I can do whatever I want. And so I did stupidly. Anyway, so I don't eat fast food that often. But yesterday I'm driving home, and it's funny. I had my mom with me, right? I'm like, I want a burger. I just want a cheeseburger, just a cheeseburger. She's like, there's like 50 different places because everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving. She's like, you're going to have a great meal tomorrow. You want to ruin it with me? I'm like, I want a burger, just a cheeseburger. She's like, she was naming off one place after the other, looking up on the phone, this place, that. I'm like, nope. I want a particular taste. And I called a good friend of mine up, and I was like, do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, I wanted this particular type of burger. I forgot the answer, but he's like, there's lots of places. I said, no, like kind of like that Jack in a Box flavor, that cheapest. Well, it used to be cheap, not anymore. Or that McDonald's type, just something. And so, okay. So there began the odyssey for the great cheeseburger. Yep. I went to Jack in a Crack. Pull up. Yeah, the greasy griddle. That's exactly what I wanted. Greasy griddle. Thank you, Man of War. So I pull up. Nobody's there. See the big menus, how much stuff has changed. And I had this very specific idea of an ultimate cheeseburger with 2 super tacos, only to find out they don't have super tacos anymore, but they have tacos. Okay. So I get up and I see like 20 different menu items. I'm like, okay. Guy's like, how may I help you? Cool. How you doing? What's going on? I would like, wait a minute. What is this thing that says classic smash burger? He's like, excuse me. I'm like, on your menu, it states classic smash burger with cheese. How can I help you? I would like to know what the hell is a classic smash burger with cheese. He's like, well, it's a smash burger with cheese. You gotta be kidding me. Like, I understand that. I can read that. Like, what is the difference with it? Like, what? How is it different than any other burger that you have? He's like, well, it has pickles. I'm like, okay, they all have pickles. It's got tomatoes. I'm like, okay. All right, let's try this again. Forget it. I just want an ultimate cheeseburger and 2 tacos. Put cheese on them. They don't come with cheese. Yes, I know. Can you just put cheese on them? He goes, without me. Well, can you just put the damn cheese? I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I'm waiting. Did you get that? Ultimate cheeseburger, 2 tacos, put cheese on it. This goes back and forth. And the guy disappears. It's like I'm sitting here now. There's a line behind me. And the goofball refuses to take the order. So I'm like, I'm the fuck out of here. I'm getting the hell out of here. And I left. So I'm like, McDonald's it is. Pull up to McDonald's. There's like 2 drive-thrus. And one lane has like 20 cars in it. The other one is completely empty. I'm like, I guess they all think it's closed. I pull right up into it. And you could see that they're all looking at me like, what's that asshole doing? He's just pulling up into the other one that's open. I'm like, well, I'm not retarded like you guys are. So I get in there and I go, great. I would like to have a double quarter pounder with cheese. Hold the lettuce. I said I want lettuce, mayo, and onions only. How may I take your order? Okay. Let's start again. I would like a double quarter pounder with cheese, lettuce, mayo, and onions only. Hold on. No problem. Another lady comes on. She's like, how may I help you? I'm like, I would like a double quarter pounder with cheese, lettuce, mayo, and onions only. You want quarter pounder? Yeah, quarter pounder with cheese, lettuce, mayo, and onions only. So we're going back and forth. I had to go through 4 people, each one speaking less English than the other. I'm like, what the hell is this? You understand? Quarter pounder with cheese, lettuce, mayo, onions only. Finally, pull up to the drive-thru. What did you want again? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, I now know who is getting deported first. My mother's cracking up laughing because I'm like flipping out here for a second because I never go to the drive-thru. She's like, see, you don't go out to these places anymore. So you don't know how it's changed. Not one single person spoke English, didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I'm like, it's okay. We're done. Out of here. So we get to the day, watch planes, trains, and automobiles. It's Thanksgiving. The sun is shining. Snoopy, that's my beagle. He's going great. Yeah, press 1 for English. I wish. Not one single person. I'm like, how the hell does McDonald's have people who don't speak English? Literally, they understood the word quarter pounder. It's like they almost had memorized every single menu item, but they didn't know what it meant. Like she could repeat back tomato, lettuce, but she didn't know what the words meant. So when I was like, hold this, hold that, and I'm not being one of those dicks who's like, yeah, I want you to give it to me medium rare. I just said, just hold these two things back. I swear I wanted to jump through the fucking window. I was like, what is going on? This is not the McDonald's that I know. Anyway, breathe. Oh, yeah, okay. For $2, George got the Ryan Kennel service. Is that what happens with Ryan? Because I gotta tell you, I was like, I'm gonna wear my MAGA shirt next time. Deport them all. I never have felt this way in my life. So I'm sitting here trying to explain to them, this is what I want. No comprende. Long story short, I left. Today we had a beautiful Thanksgiving. Family was there. And so I'm like, this time I'm going to do something different. Yeah, this is a solo podcast. Tom may join me for a little bit. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Tim F. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who's now coming in. Jose Taco, my good friend. Great to see you here. I didn't want that. I was in the drive-thru. No app. I just wanted to order like I've done for my entire life. The 2 or 3 times I go every 3 or 4 years. It's like I felt like I was in Lethal Weapon 2, with Joe Pesci. They fuck you in the drive-thru. They always fuck you in the drive-thru. Hey, Donna, how you doing? It's always beautiful to see you here. Anyway, all I can say is thank God for today. It cleared everything up. It was a nice day. And so I'm like, I'm going to do something different this year. I'm not going to go for the appetizers. Nope. Not going to go for the appetizers because, it doesn't matter whether it's Christmas, holiday meals, Thanksgiving, you always get like 50 appetizers and you load up and then you're just stuffed by the time the turkey comes out and all the fixings and all the sides. I'm like, this time I'm going to be smart. No appetizers. Hey, Donna, happy Thanksgiving to you too. And so I stuck to it. I did pretty well. Dinner comes out. Beautiful. And then the family whips out, I think, like 6 different desserts. There was someone made a trifle. I was like, okay, British trifle, pretty cool. Chocolate mousse, pecan pie, pumpkin pie, a plate of fruit. And then what the hell was that called? It was my favorite thing. Well, basically everything that I didn't eat in appetizers, I made up for in apple crumble. That's what it was. My cousin made apple crumble and I just went nuts for it. That and the pecan pie. So by the time it was all over, I was like, okay, I have to now power down. No, I want to do a stream in a little while. Tim F, how you doing? Apple Crisco, Toxic Waltz, Hardy Harmonica. So if y'all have any fun stories, I'd love to hear them. Come on, you could share them. It's just me, you, nobody else listening. We can have a good time. So I went online. I was like, what happened today? Yeah, I love apple crumble, and it was great. It was all crusty on the top. It was just perfect. Perfect. The trifle, I really love trifle, but this time I wasn't a big fan of it. I don't know what was wrong. There wasn't enough custard in it, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter. It was great Thanksgiving. Get to see family. Of course. Oh, I didn't say. I have decided that I think anyone who buys an electronic toy for a child needs to have that toy duct taped to their head while it plays till the battery dies. See, because when you give a toy to a child that makes a lot of noise, you understand me, you know. It's like someone saying, why don't I buy a 4-year-old a drum set so they can bang on it all day long? Not being grumpy old man. It's like I love, you know, children having fun. I did the same thing, but I like the toys with the lights on them. The sound, kind of like, yeah, I can live without it. So there was this toy at Thanksgiving. This is what I heard all during Thanksgiving. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I know I love that kid. I know I love that kid. I know I love that kid. God bless it. I know I love that kid. I know. Okay, how are you doing? And I'm doing it real low because if you hear it at the volume, y'all all gonna walk out of the chat and be like, screw George. So, yes, I buy loud toys for them when they are not in my vicinity. That's kind of like that love, blessing, curse kind of mix thing. But when the toy ends up back in front of you, yeah, nope. So I was like, do they have, can I see that real quick? Just 1 second. I'm going to fix it. Not a problem. Let me just see it real quick. That's my goal every Christmas with my nieces and nephews. I always get them most of the night. The kid is too young to be sent outside. It's just that he was so fascinated by this little choo-choo train that did nothing but make noise. Nothing. It like, you know, rolled for a second and then, but really loud. Magnify that times 10. And we're Greeks, so we are loud as hell. And when that damn thing was drowning us out, you're like, okay, you got to remind yourself at those moments. Breathe in, love. I love. Because the inside of your brain is sitting there going, you know, angel on one shoulder, devil on the other shoulder. It's like, kick him. Just kick the toy. Not the child. Kick the toy. Oh, it fell. Oh, cracked. Oh, my God, it's broken. Isn't that so sad? Anyway, so I didn't pay attention to the news all day. I finally came back home, started seeing what's going on, and I see this beautiful thing. TJ Carr, happy Thanksgiving to you. I know, Carrie, they don't get headaches like kids. They seem to cause headaches, the lovable, beautiful, brilliant souls that they are. And I love them to death. I do. Because when he comes out and he's like, hello, how you doing? You know, gives you the hug and all the smile that's like, you know, from each side of his face, or grinning. And you're like, wonderful. And then I hear that, and it's like, okay. Nerf guns, Davina. See, I always knew it. Davina always has the best answers. Silencers, that's a good one. I like them. I see. Nerf guns, silencers. I'm all for it. Right there. I was like, you know, 100 years ago, they didn't have these problems. I'm like, have you heard of Lincoln Logs? Legos? How about anything wooden? Wooden. It's okay. Let's go play with sticks. Look, the stick. Oh my God, it's in the street. Watch out for the car. Seriously. But it was fun. And then I come home and I see that RFK Jr., who's bringing Maha to America, make America healthy again, was cooking his turkey. Now, I cooked a turkey like this. I fried it years ago. Beautiful thing. You should see how many people are pissed off at it. Greetings, Jeremy Winfield.
This is how we cook the Maha leg. This is beef tallow fat. Look at this. Okay. You can see my fingerprints there. And we cooked it up here. This is the dangerous part. Put it in there very slowly. Wait till it stops making noise. Then a little bit more.
Did you catch that? He cooked the whole thing. He had rubbed it in beef tallow and then cooked it in beef tallow. I'm telling you, he's going to help with President Trump to make America healthy again. You can't get anything better than that. He's actually, oh, by the way, just so you know, between us, if you like Oreos, I'm not really an Oreos person. Like maybe 5 years ago, I had some. You better stock up because they're going to be going after Nabisco, Oreos, because there was research that has come out that Oreos, right? This isn't a downer thing. It's just knowledge. The cream inside of the Oreos, they spent more than 2 decades trying to discover a way and chemically creating the cream to make it more addictive, they say, than heroin. I'm shocked. I don't believe that, but being addictive in the way that they designed it, that I believe. So if you want any of your junk food, you better stock up, because I think they're going to go up in price over the next 2 years before they're being phased out. Or what they should do is make them naturally. Make Oreos the same way, but use natural food. You don't have to make all that processed crap. The cream, the white cream inside, is what they were talking about, that most of it has a chemical treatment. I smoke my Oreos. I love you, giggity.
Honey, are you going to eat some of this?
No, I don't eat.
Then we leave it in there for 40 minutes. Perfect. Cheryl still won't eat it. All right, this is 40 minutes later. Perfect. Gotta let it drain a little. That's gonna be delicious.
Hell yeah, that's going to be delicious. I remember when I deep fried a turkey like that 6 years ago. But we injected it. I found a Cajun recipe. We injected like every square inch of that bird and then deep fried it. It was chef's kiss. That was a thing. Yes, the Phobos. Great to see you here. Good friend is the Phobos. The food industry does spend billions to make their food more addictive. It's the only way to increase profits, to make people eat more. See, that's the shit that bothers me. I am all for capitalism 1,000%, but I'm not for screwing people over. There is no need to make them more addictive. People will eat them. Just make them natural. Just make them where you're not actually killing people. What's wrong with that? Cajuns can cook. Hell yeah, Ralph. Cajuns can cook. When I did that turkey, let me tell you, it was spicy, beautiful, juicy. And I want to do it again. It's just that a friend of mine borrowed a pot and has never returned it. You know who you are. Still owe me the pot. It's okay. I remember. So then you had on SlayersGiving, we had the Macy's Day Parade. I thought that was, a pretty good idea. I like it. Like Thanksgiving Day parades. I didn't watch it this year. Usually, again, trains, planes, and automobiles, and I had to rush. Didn't get to see it, and I was catching up. And it started off well. Started off like a lot of fun, like what you would typically expect. Hold on. Kelly, you had deer meat? I love venison. 2 years ago, I was hunting, brought it home. We cooked a lot of it up. The rest we turned into summer sausage because I got 2 boar on that hunt. I love summer sausage. Sorry, I had to interrupt. I saw deer meat and I was like, well, wait a minute. Got to answer that one. Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy was there. McDonald's. I have bad memories now. The only thing is I didn't see any Snoopy. I remember always at Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, they had Snoopy and Charlie Brown. I don't know where the hell they went to, but it's like they just disappeared. Luffy was there, Monkey D. Luffy. I have that. I caught that. But again, I didn't see Snoopy. And y'all know about that story because I was kidnapped when I was 7. So when I was gone, everybody would send, for some reason, my mother, all the kids in school, would send Snoopy stuff, Snoopy dogs, you know, Snoopy books, Snoopy everything Snoopy. So Snoopy has stuck with me my whole life. But they did have Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy has said he won't go on a boring adventure, so here he is searching.
Damn, that was loud.
Treasure of the Thanksgiving Parade. The star of Toei Animation's mega hit series One Piece is joined by his crew of straw hats down below, celebrating the series' 25th anniversary this year. There have been over 1,100 episodes and 15 One Piece movies. So if you start watching now,
But you know what I did find? Let me see if I can find this. I had it all queued up. I went to look at an old, no, not those. Then Hamas showed up. I found this. I found Shatner. This is from 1968 when William Shatner went to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And he went as Captain Kirk. I'm like, how cool is that? I never knew that happened, but Captain Kirk was there. And then I went to look for some more, and it seemed to be that there was between like 67 to about 1980, 85, you would get different characters from TV shows. The actors would show up, and I was like, and then slowly, they disappeared. And I was like, wow, I would love to see Captain Kirk today at a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yeah, I wasn't born then either. And I was just, that's why I was shocked to find it. And then I found this. Come on. Where'd you go? No, that's for later. Later. Oh, this is from Japan. I was going to show, hold on. Tell me that is not cool. That is, it's some type of projection on the side of a building. I think that is cool. It, but I didn't find this one. Where is it? I found this one from 1987. It is Marvel's Universe Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade float set to the Back to the Future theme music, and it also has RoboCop. I thought y'all would love this.
We, Captain America, Wolverine, need your help. You're through, Dr. Doom.
See, I miss these. Who just said that? They're a New Yorker. They do it in New York for movie premieres. Where? Someone just said they were a New Yorker, and it was still great. Wonderful. World Gone Mad. Bless you. New Yorker here. F them. We still had a fantastic show. Yeah, it looked really great. Because I just wish we had more of this stuff, like the Captain America, the, Captain Kirk. I like that stuff more.
Take over, Power Man. I'll be back. Up your old tricks again, Hulk?
Yeah, that Hulk looks like Mark Ruffalo in real life, Not a really good one, but okay. So it's pretty cool, all the stuff that they have. You see it, you watch it. Yep, that was pre-90s animation that a lot of us grew up on. Absolutely. That is Hulk and Oscar the Grouch's love child. And Grant. That is a good one. That's a good one. So it was a pretty good day. And then we had President Trump. President Trump, he, wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I was like, okay, you like that? Way to go. Happy Thanksgiving to all, including to the radical left lunatics who have worked so hard to destroy our country, but who have miserably failed and will always fail because their ideas and policies are so hopelessly bad that the great people of our nation just gave us a landslide victory to those who want to make America great again. Don't worry, our country will soon be respected, productive, fair, and strong, and you will be more than ever before proud to be an American. Yep. Love it. Absolutely. But he didn't stop there. The president didn't stop there. Right after he released that, he decided to have a little bit of fun, to show how grateful he is. And he wants to share it with everyone.
If this turkey tastes half as good as it looks, I think we're all in for a very big treat.
Save the neck for me, Clark.
Okay, Adam.
That was pretty cool. I love it. I love it. Play ball. Yep. Absolutely. I missed that. That was a great. When was the last time that we had something like that? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I can't think of a film that we have had in a while that has been that way. Has anybody seen Red One yet? I haven't heard anything about it. Has anyone seen it? It's the one with Chris Evans and The Rock. Don't know who else is in it. Hold on. Then we have... And there were a lot of other good stories that I found today. There was this one. Now, it's a little bit old. It's from August 30th. But when I saw it, I'm like, this is something you got to share. especially on Thanksgiving. It shows you what to be thankful for. Look, coming here tonight, I am thankful for every single one of you. I'm blessed with all of you here. And so I was like, I had to get on. I wanted to get on because I feel the day wouldn't be complete without coming here on Thanksgiving and saying thank you to Jose Taco and to Emperor's NM and the Man of War and to Dr. Megatron or Easy Gamer, every single one of you. And so I wanted to share more positive stories today. I mean, I think a lot of the stuff that's been going on since the election, like I've shared with you over the last few weeks, has like lifted this boulder off of us, you know, kind of blown away these dark clouds, and we can take in a deep breath of fresh air. And it's a beautiful thing. But the thing that I'm thankful for the most, God, my family, and every single one of you, each one of you, a king and queen in your own rights. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you, and God bless you all. And so I was looking at this, and this story just moved me. It was a little video, you know, it just shows you that there is hope in humanity every day, but the media doesn't cover it because it doesn't suit their purposes. Is another reason why they're dying. I'll bring you facts. I'll bring you news stories. I'll then give you my opinion. We'll have a couple of jokes. We'll laugh about certain things, but they never focus on the stuff that inspires us, that motivates us, that unites us and brings us together. And I love this one. Hey, Sunbright, love you too.
Uncle, good to see you. God bless you as always, darling. You're looking good, like that hair. You got it down. I got to work on mine. See you later, darling.
I mean, how beautiful is that? A stranger helping out an elderly lady. I mean, that is the core of the country that I believe in, that I love in, and that I see in each and every one of you. As we talk and we get to know each other more, I view that and I'm like, this is why we all band together. It's this. These are the legends, the mythos of America that actually are around us every day, around every corner. You just have to look for them. Just have to look for them. Then there was this. This guy sees this kid in the middle of the rain, doing his job, and he does such a simple thing.
The man so happy when I rode a little one.
Don't need the music. The music's they'll strike the channel and take us down before we finish the stream. So what does he do? He just turns around and he gives him his jacket. Such a simple thing to do. Without thought, without reservation, just like, here you go. You're in the middle of the rain, you're soaking wet. Boom. Yeah, Toxic Walks. That's the way to go. That's why I love you. And then this story, this one.
Beautiful story. Yes.
It is a beautiful story. It was a little loud. Is it too loud on y'all's end? Because it sounds really loud on mine. I just want to make sure it's not the same volume for you. There is still hope, Grant. Absolutely. And I think there's more hope now than ever. Hey, War Monkey.
Cliff, if you don't mind, you told a beautiful story yesterday.
Damn it.
And as soon as that story yesterday about the blind woman. And I would love if you would be able to share that with everyone.
Mark and Susan had been married a few years when suddenly she began to lose her eyesight. And she got really depressed and sank into a deep slough of despond. But Mark said, listen, honey, I'm going to stick with you and I'm going to help you learn how to do your job blind. And so they worked hard at it. He went with her to the office every day, showed her how to do her job as a blind woman, and then he would leave for his work at an Well, one day he turned to her and said, Susan, I'm sorry, but I'm getting to work too late. You're going to have to go to a job on your own. And she was freaked out. There's no way I can ride the bus, walk the streets, go up the stairs, go into the office building, go upstairs and sit at my desk and do this on my own. And he said, no, honey, I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to teach you. And so they did it for a couple of weeks. And then eventually he said, okay, I think you know it well enough. I've got to go to work at an earlier hour. So Monday came, she got on the bus, Walked the block, walked up the stairs, seamless. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it went beautifully. Friday, as she's getting on the bus driver says, "You know, you're a really lucky woman." And she says, "Stop it. I'm a blind woman." He said, "Well, yes, ma'am, but every day this week that you've gotten off the bus, there's a man standing on the street corner in a military uniform, and he never takes his eyes off of you. And when you walk down the sidewalk, he's watching you carefully like a hawk. You cross the street at the right time, he's watching you like a hawk. You go up the stairs, you open the door, you go in, and as soon as that door closes, he stands ramrod tall, gives you a salute, blows you a kiss, and then turns to go away." And all of a sudden, Susan understood, that's my husband. He's been watching me tirelessly for all this time. I'm not alone. He's watching me.
Tell me that doesn't get you right in the feels. The guy has never left her side. I was researching it and digging it up. He has never left her for a moment from the moment that they are married. Ever. That's the type of character. That's the type of honor that lifts you up and that makes a nation. It makes a community. It makes a neighborhood. It makes a family. It's like a fist. And inside you got a heart and it keeps pumping, but it's unbreakable. You got to love that. Eric K for another $5. Much like Man of War, Neighbor of the Beast, Red One is good, dumb fun. Not a great movie. Just caught that. I'm a little slow tonight after being in a partial food coma. Okay. Just like Neighbor of the Beast. Red One is good, dumb fun. Not a great movie, but everyone will probably like it if you're not a Grinch. Was that a shot you just took at Man of War, Neighbor of the Beast? Oh, we got to watch now for Friendly Fire is incoming. Tender Warrior 68. Wasn't it a wonderful story? Yeah, Stunt Brett. It's beautiful. It's not about crying. It's good tears. Those are the type that you know, they give you strength. They're not the ones that you get all down. They're the ones that fill you up, where you pump your chest down. You go, yes, there is good everywhere. It's just sometimes we don't see it. She didn't, but she knew it always. I love that. And then we had, where did I put that? You know, I was going to play it, but then I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. Hamas basically showed up at the Thanksgiving, at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Of course, they did the whole, you know, sat in the middle of the street and caused a big nightmare for people as they're enjoying their parade. And they just went on and on and on and on until the bastards were finally arrested, thank God. Which took a little bit. But you know what? New Yorkers, that's fine. They didn't put up with that crap. They didn't leave. They weren't perturbed. They weren't pushed aside. They're like, we're going to stand here. We want our parade. We want our enjoyment. We want our unity. We do not want division. You got to respect them for that. Man of War 665, Neighbor of the Beast for $6.65. Oh, it won't be friendly. I told you, Eric K. Fire is incoming. Thank you for that, Man of War. And Eric K for another $2. They should just use a snowplow to remove. See, I agree. Speed bump, snowplow, either way, let's go. I don't know why when they come out, I've been to parades. If you didn't know, I used to play bagpipes. Well, I still play bagpipes, just been a little bit. I played bagpipes for almost 20 years, 25. The band that I was in was the first American band, the St. Thomas Episcopal Pipes and Drums, the first American band to win the gold medal in Scotland. An American band winning the gold medal in Scotland. People weren't really happy. But we would do Thanksgiving Day parades in Houston all the time. Police were always there. I mean, they're right around us. You can see every part of the parade. And so I don't understand why when you have someone like Hamas shows up in the middle of the parade, the police just don't grab them right there. Like, why do they always wait 10 to 20 minutes? I don't know. I'm not putting them down. I don't understand it. And if there's somebody out there, especially the gentleman here who is from New York, if you know why, or if you're an officer, please let me know. Is it like, do they have to get orders? Do they have to wait for them to do something specific? I just would really love to know that. Bagpipes, hell yeah. One of my favorite things when I did in competition is you could compete in stress fay, reel, or marches, which I did. They have to wait for orders. I thought they could immediately arrest them, Easy Gamer. I thought once they see that type of disruption, they could just jump in and, throw the cuffs on and drag their butts out of there. I should ask my uncle. He's an officer, but he's never done that. I'm going to ask him. So what I like to compete in are called pierbrocks. Pierbrocks are the classical piping music. They don't have a... you have to do it by feel. Your competition is based on expression, how you express the music. I always love pierbrocks. Thank you, Eric K. I'm just waiting for Man Award to start firing back. Playing is cool. It's because of all the heat on the police list, so I have to handle it tactfully. Yeah, I get that. Oh, okay. Okay, Suze D, that's good to know. OC Didi, not Diddy. OC Didi 93. Yeah, those are good tears. I've tried not crying all day. We don't do Thanksgiving since we lost our only son 3 years ago. Wow. My condolences to you. Thankfully. Oh, I'm here for you all. I didn't want anybody to be alone who might have been alone today, or you've already, had your Thanksgiving, or you might not have had it. We're here together. Slayer Nation, it's not just a name, it's a home. I believe that. I love it. The other thing I found and I wanted to share was, but it just disappeared on me. Odd. Me and technology, I just tell you. I heard this. Where did you go? Oh, yeah. Ooh, this one. This is humorous now. The keyboard's going to get loud because I have to type something in. Hold on. You all know the Wicked movie that's been out, right? Okay. When I share this with you, you're not going to believe it. Hold on. Giggity for $2. Bless you, George. Bless this community. MAGA all the way. Bless you, giggity. Absolutely. I called up Tom about this, and he was cracking up laughing. At first, he's like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, no. I'm being serious. I am not at all kidding you. I'm just trying to find... I can't stand that they're doing this. They want me to... Come on. No, I don't want to sign up for your plan. All I would like to do is unlock the damn article without having to join or sign or pay or... Let's try this real quick. Okay. Oh, wow. I did it. All right. Here we go. Hold them horses. I'm going to slowly scroll up so it can catch you by surprise. And this is real. It's not from the Babylon Bee. Wicked movie slapped with green skin. Trigger warning in United Kingdom. I'll repeat it again. Wicked movie slapped with green skin. Trigger warning in the UK. It takes a moment for that to really hit you. That it's not a joke. Anti-green skin rhetoric in Wicked has earned the movie a trigger warning for discrimination by the British Board of Film Classification. I know, Sunbrad. According to the regulators, seeing beloved characters being mistreated could be upsetting and poignant for some audiences. Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, played by British actress and singer Cynthia Erivo, experiences a troubled childhood as a result of being bullied for her green skin. The bullying experienced by Elphaba for her green complexion leads to some emotional and upsetting scenes until she's finally accepted, the BBFC said. I know I'm kind of triggered by the trigger warning. Regulators also cited a disabled woman in a wheelchair being treated in a condescending manner by able-bodied people and talking animals being persecuted in a fantastical society as additional reasons for the content warning and PG rating. occasional threatening scenes, brief scary moments, and an ending that is not wholly reassuring were also factored into the rating. I'm waiting for Tom to jump in here anymore because he was cracking up laughing. I thought he'd hear this and be like, okay, I got to talk about it. BBFC guidelines for PG ratings specifically denote that discriminatory language or behavior should be clearly disproved of. The guidelines allow for some language and behavior if justified by context, namely reclaimed historical lack of discriminatory intent. BBFC research from 2021 found that parents want content warnings on racism and discrimination so they can make informed decisions. The regulator's decision with Wicked, however, has not been entirely well received. Writer Simon Evans mocked the content warning in an interview with the Daily Mail. As ridiculous and counterproductive at the best of times, dampening excitement, destroying creative dramatic tension, and creating a muffled atmosphere appropriate to an HR seminar than a movie. Sociology professor Frank Furetti echoed Evans' remark also when speaking to the Mail. Green-skinned people under attack? You can't make it up. It is evident that the authors of this silly classification are living on planet bonkers. Some people might even argue that Elphaba's skin color is an allegory for any form of racism. In fact, an allegory that, if anything, is a little too heavy-handed. So now we understand they're using this, or green skin, since there doesn't seem to exist a human being on this planet who has green skin. Naturally. They're just saying it's racism. I'm still, you know what's going to happen next. I will guarantee you with all of me. Somebody from now, we'll give it 3 months max, okay? 3 months. 6 months maybe. From now till 6 months, somebody, even though I think it'll happen next week, somebody in America is going to paint themselves green and claim that they're a victim. You know it's coming. GLM. GLM, Green Lives Matter. I like that. Green Lives Matter. Go green. All right. Oh, my God. The Dead Man for $5. George, can you play the bagpipe section on Thunderstruck? Also, can you play Amazing Grace? Amazing Grace, yes. Thunderstruck, I have not perfected it. I have tried. It requires a Crun Lewis, and I used to be able to do Crun Lewis well. It would take me a little bit. Crun Lewis, it's the way that it's a movement that you do on the pipes. But yes, Amazing Grace, absolutely. Absolutely. Love Amazing Grace. Thank you for that, the Dead Man. But that is one thing I'm going to get down is Thunderstruck. Love that. AC/DC. Love AC/DC. Back in Black. Thunderstruck. Skid Spivak Esquire for 14 Canadian dollars. All the best for Thanksgiving, George. Heading out for the night. Thank you for the nice stories to leave on. I love piping, mass bands. All the best to everybody from up here in the north. Be safe, my friend. Thank you for showing up. I hope you have a great night and a blessed weekend. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday. Thank you, Skiz. Then we had, so is it discrimination if I don't like Bluey? After this point, I think anything can be anything at this point. Come on. I agree. Means for dinner. Does that count? Yellow bellies. Oh my God, I know it's nuts. Thracian grapes. To think about the minds behind the British Association, the ones that regulate the films and television. What was going through their mind when they said we need to put a trigger warning? Yasuri, Yasupiso, Yasure Maga, always manga. I want to understand what was going on through their minds. Anybody have a thought on that? Like, what were they thinking? I mean, they must be sensitivity readers to go, yeah, she's got green skin. Trigger warning. Because out there on planet Earth, there's a green-skinned human being who's going to be offended by the Wicked Witch of the West. Only a villain. I know it's the prequel, and in the prequels, they're trying to show her as a good guy, but the reality is it's a prequel. She ends up as a bad guy. I don't care how she gets there. She becomes a bad guy. They don't have minds for that. It must be. But I mean, if you can make green skin requiring a trigger warning, I mean, what else is next? I think I read the other day. See, Tom would know this. There is, let me see if I can find him. I saw this. Come on, come on. Oh, here it is. Perfect. They put a warning on Goodfellas. They put a warning on one of my favorite movies of all time. This film, this is for Goodfellas now. This film includes language and or cultural stereotypes that are inconsistent with today's standards of inclusion and tolerance and may offend some viewers. Kermit was triggered. Oh, okay. Kermit. You think maybe Kermit filed the request for a trigger warning? Because that's crazy. And now they did it to Goodfellas. This is why you need physical media. Physical media, they can't change it. They can't corrupt it. They can't screw with it. They can't edit it. They can't take it away from you. It is yours. I mean, when I read the article, I thought a whoopee cushion, if anybody remembers those, was going to explode on the screen or pop out of the ceiling. It's just, I was like, it's not possible. It just is not possible that people would accept that. Until I saw this poster pop up. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? I got you here. Come on. Oh, here we go. Anybody remember Ghostbusters 2016? Well, the French are back at it. The French are now gender swapping the Musketeers in a new movie called Tout pour un, I guess, all for one. These will be coming out next year. These will be the Musketeers. Yeah. Good luck, ladies. You're going to need it. They haven't made a Ghostbusters movie since 1989. I would agree with that. A real Ghostbusters movie? Absolutely. Hail and happy Thanksgiving, George. What is that on the left? Which one? Is that what you're talking about? The three Musketeers? Yeah, that's the new Musketeers. Then we had some good news. Elon Musk. I haven't talked about this, and I was going to wait till Sunday, but we're all here together. I don't know how many people here know about Dungeons and Dragons. I played it growing up ever since high school. Something I did forever and a day. Well, the company that owns D&D today is Hasbro. Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast does Magic the Gathering and all other kinds of games. And they have the license and the control for Dungeons and Dragons. Well, if you may or may not know, D&D over the last little while has gone completely woke and batshit crazy. I mean, they did the whole intersectional storytelling and changing characters, attacking the original creator, Gary Gygax of D&D, this whole thing, turning orcs, making them into Mexican orcs, having bearded dwarves who, pardon me, Thanksgiving, forgive me. Having bearded dwarves who are, I don't know how I would explain them. Anyway, Elon Musk, which I didn't know, is a D&D gamer. When they put out their new book, Man of War, it was the Player's Handbook, right? The new Player's Handbook that came out where they attacked Gary Gygax. That was it? I just want to make sure so I don't get it wrong. Great neurodivergent, or yeah, I'm telling you, they have. You go look at the pictures online, type WotC, Wizards of the Coast, D&D images, new images, and you're going to see, and then compare it to old images. They've changed everything. And in an effort to try to be more tolerant and diverse, they actually look like they're tokenizing a minority groups and are being actually racist. Well, they attacked the creator, Gary Gygax. Musk comes out and he starts throwing flame on Hasbro, going after Wizards of the Coast. Now, earlier, he was like, how much does Hasbro cost? He's serious. He's like, maybe we just buy this crap and basically fire everybody and take this over and take another step in the right direction. I like the way he's being proactive. He is moving forward on every single front to make America great again, to make America healthy again, to make America based again. Oh, thank you, Mufasa Fall Down. I love that. I'm glad that you joined us. Hey, George, hosted the entire family an amazing Thanksgiving. Don't really ever watch streams, but popped in to say happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for speaking up for regular people like me all the time. I'm glad you are here. Always. Always. That's what I'm here for every single one of you. Y'all are here for me. I wouldn't be here without you. I'm thankful for you, Mufasa. I'm thankful for you. Absolutely. And so Musk is going to shake things up. You already have the deep state, or we'll call it the administrative bureaucratic state, are terrified of him. There's one article after the other in the last 24 hours that they're saying bureaucrats are terrified since Musk is starting to put out lists, they say, of who he's going to fire and what agencies, how he's going to downsize and get rid of them. They're like, what are we going to do? He's like, it's simple. Downsizing and demolishing some of these agencies, it's because you've had bureaucrats who are unelected, who've built up power and amassed it over 40 years. And they're not voted by anyone. Nobody elected them. So I think he was emboldened by, I don't know if y'all heard that, but Walmart the other day, let me see if it's still up. No, I'm just going to. Walmart the other day dropped their DEI, all of their DEI policies, every single one. If you go up to Walmart's website, you will start to notice that they are removing certain categories of products, and it will continue, they said, until the first of the year, till everything is gone. They're removing it out of their HR departments, out of their company policies, out of how they train people, how they're staffed, everything. That's a huge step. That means we're finally putting a stake into the didn't earn it policies that Blackstone, BlackRock, Vanguard, and all of them were pushing forward, which made their way into Hollywood, which made their way into your films, which made their way into your television shows, which made their way into your books, like the James Bond series, which last year were re-edited because they said updated for modern times. I think that's it's a great thing that's going on. And I wanted to show you something else that was really positive today. Just where did I put that? It was about, come on. Where did you go? Oh, here it is. Beautiful. Sassy sent it to me. Sassy always sends me the best stuff. Oh, damn it. It opened up in another one. Oh. Stop. There we go. It's about North Carolina and what's going on over there. You're going to love this.
One group that jumped into action, making early supply drops in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, is now on another mission to Western North Carolina. And it comes at a critical time as warm shelter is most in need. Queen City News photojournalist Matt Cruz followed the group as they made deliveries of a different kind.
We still got to go prep.
Can either one of them haul some propane up?
They can and Mike can. Just pull over here, we'll load you up. Go down the inner runway, do a U-turn, and just get in line, and we'll roll out. So this is either trip 39 or 40. And it's been all kinds of stuff. It's been supplies, chainsaws, generators, food, diapers. Now it's campers. All I want to do, and the people that are around me want to do, is help everybody up here. And that means any way possible. Hey, Patrick, Gary Pig with Operation Hilo. I've got your camper coming up. We are 39 minutes away. Just give me a call back on this number. Thank you.
This is an amazing moment right here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
So where do you want this thing parked at? Right up in the...
Right where the house used to be. 55 days.
It's amazing. Sorry.
I've got some shelter.
I'm sorry.
Look at that. That's
Thank you
amazing.
guys so much. The flood got high enough that that house picked up, and it didn't take it long, all of 30 minutes from when it lifted up to the last moment that I saw it exit out down the river. In these neighborhoods, in this region, I love it. This season can be brutal, and having shelter in a space that I can heat easily is going to be a big difference. It feels really good that I reached out for a helping hand, and it came. You know, I'm not entirely used to that.
I want to go do this again tomorrow until these people get back in the houses and life gets back to not this.
Oh, that's great.
Then we might be done. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. It's going to be years to build back. But when it does get built back, it's going to be amazing.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, sir.
You guys are amazing.
That's really cool. Operation Hilo is still accepting donations and is working to improve the situations of isolated families.
So I think that's a beautiful thing that's going on. Where's FEMA? FEMA has been spending money. You asked about it. I was going to save that till Sunday's show, but let me find where I put that article. I had it right here. Okay. It's like it bothers me to even read this because I saw people were asking, "Where is FEMA? Where is FEMA?" All right, I promise you we will end on a positive note. A FOIA request finds Chicago uses FEMA funding for Democrat donor business to feed illegals. A recent Freedom of Information Act request to the city of Chicago finds a traditional Democrat donor has received favored status via contracts with the city of Chicago to feed illegals from 2022 to 2024. Terry Newsom of Behind Enemy Lines podcast made a FOIA request in October of 2024 seeking the following information shown in the request below. Please provide me with any and all emails to or from the city of Chicago, finance staff, and FEMA, any financial reports or records that show payments to the city of Chicago by FEMA for immigration purposes from January 1st, 2021 through October 2nd, 2024. What he discovered was this emergency is now the burden of the taxpayers. Illinois remains defiant about its sanctuary status with the pending Trump administration threatening deportations. Governor Pritzker has openly inferred that he will resist the federal government's attempt at deportation. The money, note the FEMA award amount above, approached $5.5 million. This federal government assistance is to feed illegals is only a portion of the $16.6 million committed to open kitchens by the city of Chicago between October of 2022 and December of 2024. December of 2024, even with the hurricane damage from Helene and Milton, the money has not been pulled, has not been redirected to all the states, North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, none of them. You can see that there, $5.4 million. There again is a reason why Trump won. Someone had asked what was FEMA doing, and that's exactly what FEMA's doing. They're not taking care of their people. Yet we get these individuals who keep trying to tell us that we've made a big mistake and they're all melting down.
Dear Mon Pa MAGA, so you're out there driving around in your F-150 bucks left in your bank account, honking and shouting shit about owning the libs, blaring country music, and letting your 3 American flags on your back gate get ripped to absolute shreds by wind and weather because you finally stuck it to the elites by electing a billionaire who has just tasked 2 other billionaires with taking shit you rely on away so that they can make more billions. Do I have that about right?
It's like they purposely, hey, Suze D! They purposely put their heads in the sand and act like they know nothing. They have to act like they know nothing in order to be able to make those statements that show that they actually know nothing. Suze D just became a Georgia Giants Slayer member. Thank you, Suze D. Everybody welcome Suze D aboard. It's going to be great member stream this Saturday. I cannot wait. And happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. Happy Thanksgiving to you. What was that? It's supposed to be a full clap. There we go. What was that? It's beautiful. Welcome, Suze D. Sorry about that clap. I don't know what's wrong with the computer, but I'll take care of it later. Anyway, so you have Americans being overlooked. For what? For nothing. And then you have people complaining about it. It's, well, you remember the FEMA employee. She went on Fox News. We can also hear from her.
No, the highlight here is the Trump campaign signage, but if someone is in another, like an urban community, and it's a different culture and someone feels uncomfortable, we can't go to that home. If you have loose dogs and someone on the team is comfortable with dogs and another person is not, we can't go to that home because of safety precautions.
So you feared the Trump houses. The people on FEMA were fearing the Trump houses like they were fearing people with vicious dogs in their backyard.
Exactly. And just and that's based on the trends. You can ask FEMA for incident reports. They have those because they ask us to report out if there's an incident at home. And unfortunately, again, the passionate supporters for Trump, some of them were a little bit violent.
But all of them were painted with the same broad brush. All of them as being, we're not going to go near these because we think they're all bad people.
No, because some were registered. Some did receive case inquiries and updates.
Yeah.
Some of them came outside and said, hi, I appreciate what you're doing. I would like to participate. And then some were very vocal and firm that they didn't want anything to do with FEMA, and they thought that we were crooks.
And lastly, we've got to go. We're running out of time here. Did this also happen in other places? This was Florida, but did it happen in North Carolina? Did it happen in other places?
Georgia as well. Just ask the crew leads and the specialists. They will discuss their avoidance and their de-escalation.
Am I hearing this right? Or is she trying to blame the people? Is she literally trying to blame people because she was saying they have trouble with MAGA voters? Or is that what they're stating to their employees and to their bosses so they can avoid them? Either way, it's disgusting. When people are in need, you don't look at it. Besides, you're not supposed to look at what a person's political ideology is. In the United States of America, it's a human being. They're in need. I'm not going to go, somebody is choking on the ground. I'm not going to go, hey, are you a Democratic Party or are you with MAGA? Oh, I know you're choking, but please, well, first tell me. No, you're going to help a person. That's what you do. You know, there was an article today that came out that said Kamala had gone to Hawaii. But the way that she had put out a press release, it was today or yesterday, apologies. She had put the press releases that after touring the entire United States during the campaign, she decided to go to Hawaii. And I was like, another reason why she lost. She or a staff member typed it up. After touring the entire United States, she didn't say continental. She then visited Hawaii. And I'm like, did somebody tell her that Hawaii is part of America? Now is not the time for unity. Now is the time for accountability. 1,000%. You can be united. You hold their butts accountable first. Absolutely. But the fact that's what I heard her saying. It's like you have people in need, but before we could actually help them, we had to find out who they support. It's reprehensible to me. That's not how we are and who we are. And people who do that crap just get on my nerves. Like I'm sure they do you. So then I had a couple more things I wanted to show you, and then we will wrap up. Oh, was this it? Oh, they were talking about Barron Trump a little earlier on Fox News. It was a multimillionaire, some say billionaire, Democratic donor. I thought it was pretty prescient, pretty spot on the money.
Well, my reaction is, she thinks she's Obama.
Now you're low. What the hell?
They lost bad.
Damn it.
Never, ever come back. She spent.
Okay, this is really pissing me off. Stay.
Pay off the debt. Well, my reaction is, she thinks she's Obama. She goes to Hawaii because Obama goes to Hawaii. She started talking like Obama, imitating Obama. She is not Barack Obama. She has no talent. She can never run for president again. She ran once and got 0 delegates. She got 8% of California. I begged them not to put her up. She was going to be tethered to Biden no matter what. That was a zero-sum game for her. But she thought that all these votes were for her. They were not. The votes that she got were people voting against Trump. And the votes that Trump got were the people voting for Trump. What the Harris campaign should have done, instead of avoiding Joe Rogan and podcasts, it turns out that Barron Trump, who looks like a runway model, was telling his father, you need to go on podcasts. You need to go on Joe Rogan. He was 3 hours late to a rally because he was doing Joe Rogan because that was so important. So Barron Trump is a lot smarter than everybody in the Harris. They said they didn't go on Joe Rogan, the progressives around her. You heard what Carmel said. The progressives didn't want to go on Joe Rogan. Look, if I'm running, I'm going on Joe Rogan. I'm living on Fox. That's how you change minds. They played hide the ball. They lost badly. She should go away and never, ever come back. She spent almost $2 billion. They're raising money this week to pay off the debt. If you can't run your...
Of course not. That's the whole thing a campaign is supposed to show, is it gives you a little snapshot of how they're going to be able to manage everything. But who's coming back? Who are they now saying is considering running in 2028? I don't know if people have heard this yet. I was a little shocked again. I thought it was one of those things like, okay, somebody's pulling my leg. It can't be real. It's not actually possible. But Hillary Clinton is setting a schedule for the next 14 weeks, starting at the Clinton Foundation, giving speeches, and staff in the DNC are starting to leak online that she is considering, possibly looking at running in 2028 because Trump's not going to be able to run. And I was like, please, God, let it be so, because J.D. Vance will mop the floor. See, she knows that against Trump, she doesn't stand a chance. But I think with J.D. and Tulsi Gabbard, which is what the plan is supposed to be, it's just going to be an embarrassment. I myself do not believe the Democratic Party will allow her to run. She can talk all day long. I don't think it's going to happen. The odd thing is they did a poll, and I believe it was Rasmussen as well as Morning Consult did a poll on the Democratic Party, and 43% want Kamala to run in 2028. 43%. They just lost, but they want her to come back because they think she didn't get a fair shot. She didn't have a full primary. She didn't get to properly introduce herself to America. That's why she lost. Let it happen, DNC, Dr. Megatron. I'm with you. Giggity. Oh, please. So, yeah, but she wants to come back. I'm telling you, she's obsessed. Somebody who is that obsessed with it, I do not want anywhere near. I don't care what side of the aisle you want. Hey, Ames S, hello to you, too. Byron Donalds would be my choice in 2020. I think he would pick Sarah Huckabee Sanders or Tulsi Gabbard. Byron Donalds would be good. I love Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I would take her for first female president of the United States any day of the week. Great heart, spine of steel, brilliant brain, 100%. 100%. Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Beautiful. I want her to run. I say go for it. I'll put bells on. Please do so. Because you know Trump is going to run with and support whoever's going to be running. He's going to be there. He's going to be holding the rallies. He's going to do that. He's not, I do not believe he's going to give it up because he'll want to pass the mantle on to make sure that the foundation that he lays down in the next 4 years will continue so we can continue to make America great again. But I just thought I'd share that with you before you found out that Hillary Clinton is wanting to come back. It's just too funny. Woo! It's like I'm like she ate a little bit too much on Thanksgiving and the food coma went to her head. But of course, that wasn't the craziest story of the day. Neither was Wicked. How shall I put this one? Again, not from the Babylon Bee. Not from the Babylon Bee. But it might as well be from the Babylon Bee. Where did you go? There you are.
Radical ideas to counter the Trump administration appear to be gaining traction among some Democrats. One New York state senator is even floating the idea of having New York withhold federal taxes and then the Empire State seceding to join Canada. Senior correspondent Eric Shawn is live with more. There's about as much chance of that as a pink unicorn leading the Thanksgiving Day parade tomorrow.
Hello, John. Good morning. Well, it's a defiant plan against President-elect Trump's mass deportation plan.
I know, Grant.
Succeed and join our neighbor to the north. That is exactly what Manhattan Liberal Democrat State Senator Liz Krueger is proposing, that the Empire State and fellow blue northeastern states leave the U.S. and join Canada to protest Trump's plan. She said this back in September before the election, quote, instead of us all trying to illegally cross the border at night without them noticing, which is pretty hard because there's lots of us, that they should instead agree to let us be the Southeast province, a new province of Canada. New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont would combine and be a great new province as the Southeast province of Canada. Basically, everybody in these states are progressive Democrats who would fit in pretty well with the political philosophy of at least most of the Canadian elected officials. Well, in a new interview with Politico, State Senator Krueger, who chairs the powerful State Senate Finance Committee, also says that her state and the others should stop sending tax money to the federal government as part of their protest. New York State's controller says that the Empire State sends more than $361 billion a year, or provides 6.5% of the whole federal budget. But incoming Trump border czar Tom Homan says nothing will stop them.
So those people who say they're going to stop us from what they're doing, they will not. I'm going to do this job. Men and women of ICE are going to do this job. You're not going to stop us. But let me give you a word of advice. If you impede us, there's going to be consequences. You cannot help us.
So, are we ready for New York to secede and join Canada? Yeah, let's get into It's a Gundam out of there first. Stop Senator Koch. I mean, to think that a representative of the state of New York thought it was a good idea to go in the will of the legislature and actually propose the secession of New York to join Canada, to me, that should be an automatic ejection. Again, I don't care what side you're on to go, we're going to leave and we're going to join the Canadians because I'm pissed off that somebody won I don't like. Wow. Ooh, and I thought AOC was cracked up. Treason. Hell yeah, Shark Dentures. It's treason. I don't know what else you call it. The Dead Man for $5. Greetings. Thanks for doing this. I wasn't able to see my family for the holiday, so this really helps. I'm here for you. God bless you. Thank you, Dead Man. Thank you so much. No, I love the fact that this is helping. I hope it helps everybody. I hope we can come together and do this. I want to see you hopefully on Saturday in the member stream so I get to meet you. You jump on the panel and we can talk. I really do hope. I'm glad that you shared that with me. Again, that means the world to me. That it can help one person, if it can help everybody, that's a miracle for me, a blessing. Can't ask for anything more in life. So yeah, but that's nutty to me. I want him to do all the things that he's claiming to do as well. By the way everything looks, it's going to happen. It's going to take a little time. But the good news is when you go and you read Politico, when you go and you read the New York Times, when you read the Wall Street Journal, which usually represents the Uniparty, the Republican part of the Uniparty, the wing of it, you can see how terrified they are. The way they are structuring their articles saying, lawfare is going to have a little bit of a difficult time come Trump 2.0 because it's not his first term. He's ready for them this time. They were explaining how in the first term that he was hit with so many lawsuits, his administration, that they were getting buried underneath him. And because the staffing was primarily promoted by the RNC, the GOP, that they were filling out forms wrong, that they were responding incorrectly. There were so many errors. But see, he learned all that. So I will say it again. I've said it on a handful of streams. In hindsight, I think the greatest thing that happened was that President Trump did not take office in 2020. He needed that 4 years, in my opinion, to learn, to see who was real, who was not real, to reflect on his 4 years of his first term, to completely soak in and understand the way the government, the swamp operates. And he took all that in. He knows who all the enemies are. He knows how everything works now. Remember, he went in as a non-politician, an American who wanted to clean things up and make it better for everybody. That's why they're terrified of him now, because he knows that all. This isn't first term. This is Trump 2.0, and he's got Musk, Vivek, RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, and Cash. I mean, the list keeps growing. Pam Bondi. I mean, you should see some of these people. Just amazing. The team that he's building around him are going to be eating sharks for breakfast and spitting out their fins. So I'm happy. And the damn camera decided to do what it does, but no problem. I'm still here. It will not stop me. So I think things are moving in a great direction. Yeah, here's another article. I have to share this so you can see how many people are actually lining up for it. Now Breitbart has one running. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, you're not going to do that to me. Here we go. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton prompted speculation of another presidential run in 2028 after the Clinton Foundation announced Wednesday that she and former President Bill Clinton were planning to speak in Little Rock, Arkansas next month. She's running, Trump's senior advisor Jason Miller posted on X after the event was reported by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. And it goes on. You will start seeing this more and more now that Miller has talked about it. You go online, it's in Instagram, there are places on Facebook, you see it on Twitter, and you start seeing who's posting. And a couple of them are her old former staff members. So I think that, yes, I put quarters in it, but it keeps spitting them out. I'm going to fix it. I've changed everything. I'm waiting for one more card. God willing, it does what it's supposed to do because it's driving me crazy. I'm just being even keeled, handling it like with all things, go with the flow. Just keep talking. I will not let the computer dictate how we're going to have a good time. I wanted to share this. Two other things. Oh, President Putin came out as well and said a few words. I thought that was pretty interesting. Where are you? Okay. Son of a...
President Trump, a smart and experienced
I got the
person,
dummy
will
battery.
come up with a solution, especially given that he has gone through quite an ordeal of fighting to reclaim the Oval Office. Well, probably just like me, you are amazed not by the fact that absolutely uncivilized means had been used against Trump, all the way up to assassination attempts, numerous assassination attempts. And I think he's not safe even now. The history of the United States has known many cases, but I think President Trump is a smart person and a cautious one, I hope. But what amazed me most, that in fighting him, not only Trump was subjected to humiliating court procedures, accusations, and so on, but his family was attacked as well. His children was attacked. Gangsters don't do this in Russia. When criminal gangs fight, they don't touch children and women. It's men who fight among themselves. But those guys stooped as low as that. I think this is so... This looks so bad that it only...
All right. The bottom line is, do y'all think that Trump is still... do you think he's still in danger, like Putin says? Or that time has passed? I'm really curious. Also, I want to see what our poll is that I put up from the beginning of the live stream. I put up, how was your Thanksgiving? God bless America, great, 64%, good, 19%, so 8%, and don't want to talk about it, 9%. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Anybody who doesn't want to talk about it, I understand. I hope you have a brighter and blessed weekend and things work out. So I want to ask, do you think... Yes, it's the loud keyboard again. Why won't it let me type that? That's odd. Okay. It wouldn't let me type the whole thing, so you understand what I mean. Wow. Weird that it wouldn't let me type the word danger. That's very odd. Eric, helpful finger for $5. Putin is nationalistic, so is Trump. I think they respect each other for it, which is a part of why Putin has shown restraint since the election. I hope so, because you've seen it. I'm going to talk about this on Sunday. Thank you, Eric, for that. Who in the world would start arming Ukraine with U.S. missile systems that could reach deep into Russia after the election? It's like, dude, the Biden administration is done. This is supposed to be your lame duck period. Go shake hands, cut a few ribbons, fly on Air Force One some more. You've already done it 500 days. It's like so many articles are coming out that he's trying to start World War III. And I believe that Putin is showing restraint because he's like, okay, January 20th is going to get here. January 20th is going to get here. Because who the hell needs a World War III? We do not need that. We need to move forward. But it's a grave danger, grave danger. And I believe President-elect Trump has said that he hasn't spoken with Putin, but I don't buy that for a second. I believe he has. A lot of reports have come out that he's spoken to him. I'm sure he's like, please just wait, stop. Yes, I don't think Biden okayed that. I'm calling it his administration. Yeah, we know that Biden hasn't declared anything on his own in a long time. I think the last time he actually had an independent thought was when Trump won, because he was filled with smiles. I was really shocked by that. Thank you, Eric. That was really cool. All righty. The last thing I wanted to show you, well, two more things, was Kamala had to get in her 2 cents. I thought it was kind of funny. She didn't look drunk this time, so that was something. You know, got to give it to her. She didn't smell of bourbon or Malbec.
Greetings, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving.
Today, we come together to reflect on what we are thankful for and to share our appreciation for one another. Surrounded by family, friends, and those we cherish.
I agree,
We share
techniques.
our favorite recipes. We share family stories. Serve those in need.
Have those in.
Thanks for our blessings.
On Thanksgiving, we also express our gratitude as a nation for our service members and their families who sacrifice so much to protect our nation and our most sacred values.
We are truly grateful for their service.
So again, from our family to yours,
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
It's so phony. They can't even do that where it looks real. Yeah, I agree. I think I think that Jill and Joe voted for Trump. I mean, you saw the way that they were like, he was tricked into wearing the MAGA hat. Was it 30 days before the election, 35 days? Yeah, I don't think that was a trick. It is tacky, but I think that's one of the things. They're not genuine. They're not authentic. It comes across as phony. And then, of course, this was the other piece I wanted to show you, how they're freaking out about Elon Musk over at CNN.
What's your reaction?
I mean, I think that Elon Musk, and one of the biggest fears that people have, which is being realized, is that he really wants to turn America into pre-1990 South Africa. And you look at Elon Musk and some of the things that his own parents have said about him, and kind of coming into his own right now. You see with the xenophobia or the language that he uses to harken back to those days. It makes people have these palpitations and fear. There's nothing about Elon Musk in what he says, regardless of how much money he has, which represents what Abraham Lincoln calls the better angels of our nature. And so his thumbprint's going to be on this government for the next 4 years. I read a Semaphore article today about the reason that Chinese state media is fearing people leaving X because of their investment and going to other social media networks because of the influence they have over Elon Musk. History books are going to write about the fact that Elon Musk took this country backwards. That my father nearly died in this country in 1968, being shot by law enforcement, fighting for rights of people who look like me to be sitting in front of you today. And Elon Musk is working damn hard to take us backwards. The elections have consequences. So God bless you and your stake down at Mar-a-Lago. You get 4 years of influence, and then we have to get this country back on track.
Can you tell me how Elon Musk wants to take the country back? All he did was do the same thing that they've been doing for the last 8 years. He had a script. He repeated it. Elon Musk wants to take the country back. Back country, Musk wants to. Musk wants to take the country back. He's going to have 4 years to take the country back. After 4 years of Elon Musk taking the country back, then we have to take the country. They still haven't learned. The media is dying by 1,000 cuts a day, every day. And they still haven't taken a second to reflect on the fact of, I wonder why nobody is watching us anymore. Why are they sitting there watching YouTubers? We don't understand it. We're journalists. Well, you're not anymore, CNN or MSNBC or NBC or CBS or ABC. You're hacks, propagandists, puppets. Mainstream media is a puppet. That's it. You get fed in one side. Here's your script. Repeat it. You've seen the videos. You can find them online where you watch dozens of networks. It's a montage video where you have national networks like ABC and then their local Fox affiliates. Fox is the same crap too, 90% of the time, except for 1 or 2 programs. And half of those are really good. 2 programs, that's it. The rest of them, same propaganda as CNN, just from a different angle. And underneath it all, they're saying the identical thing that the Uniparty does. But other than that, you have local affiliates saying the same thing. There's a video, like I was saying, a montage run where you have all of these anchors and journalists and reporters are going, democracy is in danger. Democracy is in danger. America's, and you see one network after another, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Missouri, Mississippi, New Hampshire, Maine, Delaware, and it just goes, and they're saying, repeating. Like there's somebody with their hand up their ass going, okay, repeat. That's the same crap. Elon Musk is a threat. Y'all remember Vindman? Well, Vindman came out, and now the same way they tried to Russia Trump, Vindman has stated that Elon Musk is a Russian asset. Did you know that the richest man in the world actually works for the commies? Well, they're not commies anymore. For the Ruskies, for the oligarchs and the gangsters. And it's like, so Musk responded to him. He's like, you're going to be the first one on the chopping block. We're going to come after you. Vindman shit himself, to say the least. Yep. I'm glad, everybody, that Trump's appointed so far. I'm really happy with him. The only person who have a little bit of hesitation, I'm going to say this because I always tell you how I feel, is Pam Bondi. That for me is a wait and see. Just a little concerned. I'll go a little bit more in depth on that on our member stream. She's made a couple of decisions a long time ago, and people say she's grown. That didn't sit well with me. They showed an arc of her character and the trajectory it was headed. So we will see. Other than that, thank you all. This has been glorious. You know, this is my first SlayersGiving. First Thanksgiving with all y'all, because I only started streaming in January of this year. So this is the first of many. We're going to do this again for Christmas. Maybe New Year's. Never done it for New Year's or Christmas. I think it's been great. But what do y'all think? Should I do it for Christmas, like middle of the day, afternoon, or more towards the evening? Oh, the evening's kind of cool. It's like we're all together. Happy to be here. Happy to have you here, Nick. Maybe she's seen the light. That's what I'm hoping for, Susan. I like to be optimistic. I like to be a realist, but at the same time, I like to be optimistic. I hold on to that because I think once you kill hope, once you kill optimism, it's like everything becomes dark. And I'm just not into that. That's not the way that I survived the year of being tortured and beaten every day. It just wasn't. Otherwise, you give into the darkness and you crumble and you become their plaything. Never, never. It takes strength to remain hopeful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I think this is a great place. I am going to play the last thing, which I always have been playing because it really revs me up. I love it. Let me see if I can get it before it triggers. Oh, damn it. I wish I could have. I'm just going to leave this open here and then play it. So, everybody from Ancient Treepers to Shark Dentures to Laners to Nick the Greek, Yasuek, Nikes Kalinichta to Suze D, Tina Guzman. Wonderful to see you. Eric of Melnibone, Jose Taco, Frank Hammond, Istaphobos, my good friend Istaphobos. Grant Rasher, thank you for streaming tonight. God bless you and your family. God bless you and your family as well. And to you, the dead man, I'm here with you. You're not alone. And anybody who thinks they're alone, like I said, you need to talk. You need to reach out. My email is on my YouTube channel on the About page. Never think you're alone in Slayer Nation. Ever. Sassy, click. Mark Medina, Jeremy Winfield, Bill S. Preston, all of you. Have a beautiful night, a blessed weekend, and I will see you on Sunday, of course. I'm going to play God Bless America first, and then we'll get to the outro. I love this. It always just makes me feel so good.
Oh, say, can you sleep on the dawn?
War Monkey, hell yeah.
I'm so proudly we'll, and the twilight slants screaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. On the ramparts we watch, was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets raging, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was to them. Oh, say the stars tossed by your banner yet wave. Oh, the land
the heart. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, Sister Phobos, even with the dummy battery, I've replaced it twice. I'm going to try one more dummy battery. And after that, I'm out of ideas. But everybody, you have a blessed evening. I will see you Sunday. Have a good night. And to win every battle and stay true to yourself, all you need to remember is we never bow down. We never bend the knee. Always, always forward.